Namaste Taurians. Welcome to your reading for the month of July 2020. So in the last episode I had asked you whose goddess was June. The month June was named after. So June is named after the Roman goddess Juno. She is the god of marriage and childbirth, and she is also the wife of Jupiter, the king of the gods, and hence she was also the queen of gods, and she was also the daughter of Saturn. Now, my question to you for this episode is, which Greek goddess did Juno resemble most? Comment below. The answer will be declared in the next episode of the Gemini forecast. And at the end of the episode, there is going to be a tip on how to detect negative energy at your place. Come, join me as I take you on a journey of planets and tarot cards. So the first week that I have for you is the card Magician. So this card is symbolizing a situation which is a situation of new beginnings and new choices, and it also indicates that someone who is willing and able to manipulate the situation to achieve the desired end. So this implies that you yourself have all the tools and tackles right now with you to achieve the kind of outcome or the direction that you want your life to take in, and it is time to evaluate those tools which are there with you for your disposal and relate them properly in order to achieve your aims. And in the first week of July, we have another lunar eclipse which is happening on 4th and 5th of July, which is again going to happen on a full moon. So this is happening in the sign of Sagittarius, and moon, as we all know, is connected to our emotions. So we might experience a variety of emotions, a high amount of anxiety or stress. Our attention can be scattered. However, note that these eclipses that happen are like new opportunities coming our way and the old going away, and that what is not required will move out of your life. So these eclipses are going to bring to focus the age-old tussle between home and professional area. You might change your priorities as well. You know, right now your work and home priorities are going to change. So do not get stressed. People born on 2, 20, 11, 29 and 22 are going to be highly impacted by this eclipse. Remember to drink water from a silver glass and remember to wear moonstone. The second week we have for you 6 of Swords. So this shows that you are moving away from a situation that was causing you concern, and know that luck is going to be on your side. Bad things are going to go away and you are moving to a better situation or a better place, and some of you might also have to travel over water. Now, the third week we have Mercury going direct on 12th of July, ending a long period of miscommunication, misunderstanding, delays, technological issues. And then on 14th of July we have Sun entering the sign of Cancer. And this week we have for you the card 8 of Cups. So this shows that you are least bothered. See, this man has turned his back on this situation. So you are least bothered about the situation. You have literally given up on it. You are wishing that things might have been different, but now that you realize since they are not, you have to let go. So it's time to cut your losses and get out of the current situation which has failed despite you putting in your best efforts. This card also basically relates to a relationship that has reached a state of deterioration and staleness, and the only way out of from it is to walk away. The fourth week we have for you the Page of Cups. Wow, 2 cups cards in a row. So you are really emotional these 2 weeks. A young person or a female. So this card is a court card. This represents actual people around you. This is showing a young male or a female, maybe your son or daughter or a younger sibling, is bringing you a message of love. An engagement or wedding is on the card. Circumstances may be exciting yet scary at the time with elopement, and the person is naive and immature in matters of heart. But whatever be the situation, you have decided to take the emotional risk and cannot be dissuaded. And the last week that we have for you is the card Judgment. So this card shows that you have had a wake-up call from the universe and you are now ready to step into a new phase of your life, which is basically a maturing process for you. Your life is fairly settled now and you are letting things grow and mature at a steady pace. You are not trying to hurry the process. A new phase in your life is coming into being as the natural result of your maturity. which is like a tree that has gone through flowering stage, bearing fruit, and now the fruit is the product of its maturity. You also may get important news that is going to prove beneficial to you, or you may also acquire some new knowledge that is going to bring you a sense of joy and fulfillment. Health is going to improve and problems are going to be easily solved. So now guys, we are going to talk about the tip on how to detect the negative energy at your home. So you need a glass which has clear water. The glass is clear, the water is there, and you need a lemon. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to drop this lemon into the water. If it is going to float, that means there is positive energy in the house or in this area. If it sinks, that means the negative energy is there. So let us see. This is a simple detection method. So you can see the lemon has sunk. That means there is negative energy. Even though I'm sitting in a positive area, still it has negative energy. So this is one way of detecting how energy is there, how is the energy is there in where you are staying, and how to uplift that energy, that I will share in the next video of Gemini. So that's all guys, that's all for this episode, and here's hoping that the upcoming month fills your life with positive energy and removes any kind of negative energy that is there. And of course, till the time we meet again, this is me saying namaste.